Broadway.com. Welcome to week 3 of the Sparkling Diamond Stories. We are at intermission of show 5 of our 5-show weekend. So we are almost at the finish line. And I want to take you along with me as we go backstage for Ricky Rojas's last show in Moulin Rouge for now. Because they always say here at the Rouge that it's never really goodbye. So it's Ricky and Tyler's last show. And I'm going to take you downstairs to where all the music is made and all the things go down. I'm about to be bald and we're about to change out the wig. And in approximately an hour and 30 minutes, I'm going to be consumed. And then I'm going to go home and go on vocal rest for the rest of the evening. And that's my journey, but come with me. Sparkling Diamond Story. That in the background. Living her best life. Living her best life. So I asked on Instagram what people would be interested in knowing, and they wanted to know about like vocal stuff. They wanted to know what my audition process was like. Did I audition? And I did. I auditioned. I met with the director team and producers, and I didn't think I got it initially, because just like a few weeks had passed. I was like, okay, well, you know what, I did my best and I can feel good about that. And then I heard that I was going to get the opportunity to play Satine, and I was so excited and so ready to move to New York and have a New York chapter in my life. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but I'm really, really loving it here. And I just love theater so much. I love the routine and finding the relationships on stage and doing new things or doing the same things and workshopping stuff, and I really love it. Another thing is about, vocal health, and I did talk about that a little bit in episode 1, particularly with like warming down. And I have been following an anti-inflammatory diet. I also steam. I don't drink alcohol while I'm doing the show. I try to get enough rest. Drink a ton of water. The supplements, all the things that I could possibly do is what I'm doing. And that's something I want to ask Aaron Tveit about too, because I know that he avoids dairy and is just super disciplined and diligent. And I think that it obviously pays off. And I think that's something that performers don't talk about a lot, because we are athletes and sometimes we don't think about ourselves that way, or it's just not really thought of like that. But athletes train and eat a certain way for a certain result, and a lot of singers do too. And it's like, it does lead to optimization, and I'm interested in that, in just trying to like, okay, what can I do to like prevent mucus and to try to speed up recovery, all that biohacking type stuff. I just got a really cool stage door gift that I was not expecting. Can you see me in this light? All right, boom. So it says, congratulations on returning to Moulin Rouge. Please enjoy the Hirschfeld Broadway Tarot, inspired by the magic of Broadway and the wisdom of the cards. They're a fabulous tool to illuminate the unseen forces dancing behind the curtain of life. You may particularly enjoy the World card. May these cards offer insight, inspiration, and some theatrical magic. Sick. I'm gonna pull one. Let's see what we get. I've been listening to a lot of Frank Sinatra before I go on stage, and I cannot get The Lady is a Tramp out of my head, so I have to learn it, and I gotta do something with it. I love the way cards smell. You are mine. Oh my God.
Any idea how to spell her last name?
S-T-R-E-I-S-A-N-D. S-T-R-E-I-S-A-N-D.
Oh no.
Oh, running out of pencil?
Oh, hold on. Here's the sharpener. You made it work!
Oh,
I mean, come on! I love you, Finley.
See that?
This is
Anytime.
work of art.
A work
See
of-
that?
Dedicating my show to you tonight. Love
I
you.
love that. Love you. Love you.
Oh.
The pre-show has started. The pre-show
Sabotage me
I'm
specifically.
here that
Just to make the people on stage have a good time. You know,
Uh-huh.
serving full out, but serving silly.
I know that's right.
You know. But the thing is more importantly, she's the one that's always taking me out.
It's me.
Like Joe, I'm so serious. I'm so dropped in. I'm so grounded in the scene where I just get really into my characters, and then it's like you're trying to like sabotage me, or like I don't know what it is.
When he slides out during Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend or whatever, the faces that he serves to me are very disrespectful. Yeah, he's like, it's not giving what it's supposed to give.
Well, you know, you're beckoning us, and I'm excited to be there.
Yeah.
I'm excited to be there. I'm excited to dance with you and support you and lift you up literally.
Thank God for these strong ass men. Lifting me is what they train for, and I'm really grateful.
I worked my whole life for this moment.
and it tells or
fucking love
shows
it.
on his face. Yeah,
Hey, whatever.
good job.
I'll see you out there.
Okay, let's get it. Can't wait for what face you try to sabotage me with today.
Okay, Finley, what's your favorite part of the show?
Petting Agape, of course.
Agape. What's your favorite part of the Me?
Jay, what's your favorite part of the show?
Me?
Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Austin, what's your favorite part of the show?
I'm a beauty.
All the little moments that I share with my castmates.
Oh,
That's
this is my
beautiful.
favorite part of the show.
Aaron, what's your favorite part of the show?
The show.
Whoa.
Agape.
Gabe, what's your favorite part of the show? Is it this part right here?
Whenever Tasia's not in here.
So you get love and attention?
Is it me?
That's why. Okay, actually, that's kind of a cool orientation right there.
Yeah.
And Agape gets to say what
Agape
she
is here.
Yeah. When I'm doing a show, or I mean, I've only done this show, but I'm
Yeah.
saying when I'm on tour, whenever I need to sing, I've started eating for my voice. Like, what do you do to keep your voice in the condition that it's in, which is perfection?
I think it's more. I mean, I think like I think it of like just kind of like baseline overall health,
Yeah.
right? I feel like having to sing all the time, the better. Just like your kind of the closer you are to your optimal kind of baseline health, I think the easier it is to maintain through the schedule, right? Like if you're kind of overall as healthy as possible, then the singing is going to be easier because you're going to be recovering better, you're going to be sleeping, you're going to be getting the rest you need. So I think about it that way first, but then like the food thing kind of falls in line afterwards. Like I try to eat a lot of like whole foods. Like I was vegan for a long time, but I'm no longer vegan. But yeah, I try to eat like a lot of kind of single ingredient, organic, whole foods, things that are just going to make me as healthy as possible. And I think that helps my singing, if that makes sense. But I also eat constantly, because that's the other thing. Like I've taken to wear like Fitbits. Like I wore a Fitbit when I was doing Sweeney. I wore a Fitbit for my dress rehearsal, and for our Put In Here, I wore like a workout tracker.
How much did you burn?
You're basically burning like 1,000 calories a show.
What?
Yeah. So then when you think about that,
You're an
and
athlete.
you think about you're basically, and you're, at Sweeney my heart rate got up to almost 170. Here it didn't get as high. It was like in the, but constantly in this show, like in that zone 2-3, which is like just that, what you're looking for. So it's really good for you, but at the same time, you're just burning, you're just like burning calories, right? So then if you think about an 8-show week, that's an extra 8,000 calories a week that you're burning. And then there's the thing like, yes, that sounds great, but if you're burning too many calories, then your body thinks you're starving.
Right.
And so will store fat and not work properly. So you have to really find out what works for you in terms of how, you basically have to eat a lot. So I track my food, I make sure I'm getting enough calories. And
So
I also eat like a full meal at intermission every day.
You do?
Yeah.
And you don't find that you like are too burpy or too like
No, because I think I've depleted myself so much that it's like instantly kind of going back. But I have to disclaimer for that. I don't have acid reflux.
okay.
So if any,
right, because some people that
have
would not
acid
be good for
reflux, so
them.
that would not be good for them. And I understand that some people do that, but I've never suffered from acid reflux.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not eating like tomato sauce,
Right.
which would be
You're not having
so
a
fun.
spaghetti
Yeah,
bolognese.
yeah. And the other thing I find too, and I realize I'm rambling now.
No, I think it's interesting.
Is fruit. I eat tons of fruit. Like before the show, I like to have like a couple dates and some nuts, because dates are super
fan.
good for energy, and also they're really good for your adrenal system. Because I find that all of this is so taxing on your adrenals and your recoveries and your nervous system. And then I eat pineapple all show,
Oh.
which is like an old. I heard it as like an old rock star trick.
Well, I used to do pineapple in between. So at
Yeah.
intermission, I would do pineapple because the enzymes are really good for
Super
mucus.
anti-inflammatory.
Super
too.
anti-inflammatory, which I'm always thinking about how can I reduce inflammation. And now I'm doing bone broth. I'm a really big fan of bone broth, so that's what I
yeah.
have at intermission.
That's great. Oh, that's really good. Oh, I think I saw you have that one.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really
So
good.
I've done like a
So same thing, like as much anti-inflammatory stuff as possible. I think, which I think goes back to like that baseline.
yeah.
Like if you can keep your baseline health, this is an athletic event. Like as you said, you're an athlete doing 8 shows a week.
And I just think that people, I mean, most professional singers know this about themselves, that we are athletes
Yeah.
and performers, actors, like you really do have to keep yourself in that shape. But there's just not enough conversation about it, I
Yeah.
think, because I think that nutrition, when I'm on it, when I'm thoughtful about it, it makes such a big difference in even just the way I experience the world.
Yeah.
Even if I can just show up in my friendships
Yeah.
or as a team member or anything like that, like it's everything affects.
We're like robot shells that are just being controlled by all the microorganisms in our gut.
And this is why we take probiotics.
That's a different topic.
At least you learn something new every day.
Hey.
What was the last thing that I want to know is, do 5-show weekends make you nervous at all vocally, or are you like just smooth sailing?
No, I mean they're tough. It's hard. Like tonight is the first of 5 in a row, which is brutal. So I definitely, like on Friday night, for sure, I'll try to take it easy as much as I can, which is never that much, right? But you try to at least relax through it. Because right, like right now, we have 5 shows in the next 50 hours.
You see, folks, this is the half-hour
That's
call to the pre-show
50
starting.
hours?
That's so
Half-hour
crazy
call
to
the
think
pre-show starting.
5 shows in 50 hours. I
Yeah.
did not realize that. Yeah.
That's so
Totally.
not to put that in your head.
No, it's great.
But
You
yeah,
can relax
so,
through it.
But yeah, just try to. I'm also a big. I believe that stress and worrying about your voice causes your voice to be problematic.
The mind-body connection.
Yes. So I try not to worry about it. But again, I think going back to my kind of overall thought about the 8 show week is like, if I know, and this is I think come from many years of trial and error and knowing like what works for me, right? It's like I know if I'm healthy, my voice is going to be okay. But I also like then I try not to worry about it, if that makes sense.
And I will say that getting to feel his calmness on stage, like particularly, there are moments where I get the sense that you're checking in with me or even like transferring your calmness to me.
Yeah.
And I so appreciate that.
Yeah.
like definitely in Come What May, and definitely as we say a line when you're taking me up on the Eiffel Tower, and it's a grounding moment,
Yeah.
and I'm like, yeah, I can
Yeah.
chill
Yeah.
as we spin around.
But that's all.
It is really nice.
That's all Joan. That's all stuff from voice teacher.
Joan Later,
Yeah.
the one and only.
She always would say, and has said to me so many times, like even throughout even within a song, find a moment to really drop your larynx, find a moment to swallow, find a moment to breathe, because as you get hyped up and as your blood gets hot, as my Fitbit was telling me, our blood gets real hot, our bodies don't know the difference between fake or not, right? So we're in this fight or flight mode when we're really emotional on stage. And so you need to kind of like be driving this like thing, right?
Yeah.
It's like you're in this body that's doing this thing, but you're the pilot. So you can, even though you're in it, you can still have a moment to go. Okay.
No! How are you feeling? It's your last day!
I feel good.
Yeah, okay, well we're sad! We're so sad!
I know.
I'm glad you feel good.
I'm happy for you.
So
I'm sad for me.
Yeah.
I'm really sad for me.
Very sad for you. You look genuinely sad actually. You
Don't be
have
like this.
in this moment, I can tell.
Come visit, and we work together again. I'm sure.
Yes.
Hi!
Hello.
Coming for you in a little bit.
On a bed of roses. We're just singing Guns N' Roses. Oh, we're stuck. Hang on.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, he's gonna give you one. Thank you.
Yeah, Tuesday night.
Yes, I do now.
I was standing. You there. Worlds colliding. You never tear us apart. Oh, not quite. I don't know the rest. We could dance for 1,000 years, and if I hurt you, I'll make wine from your tears. I've told you we could fly, 'cause we all have wings. Some of us don't know why. I'm standing. Oh, you there. Two worlds colliding.
Take you guys downstairs to where the musicians live. Not live, but where they live during the show. And where they are making the beautiful music for Moulin Rouge.
Yeah, how you doing?
Good, guys, this is Julie
Good.
McBride.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
How long have you been with the Rouge?
3 years and change.
Show us where it all goes down.
All right, here's the first room we're gonna look at. Orchestra, so you can see. So this is where our string players live. Over here.
How many string players?
So we have 4. We have a cello. That chair right there, that person plays violin and viola. And then we have 2 violins here. Concertmaster sits there. And moving over this way, we have our key 2 player. Here.
Are you key 1?
I'm key 1.
Okay.
Yeah, upstairs. We'll see that in a second. Go on up this way. So actually, I wonder. I'll crawl up, and you can like.
Okay.
You know, get a glimpse of. All right.
This is like
Here, I'm here.
here.
Yeah, you can you take this? So
Yes.
You can show the folks what's going on. All right, folks.
Around you?
So.
Oh, look at your setup.
Yeah, this is
Is
my
it okay if
setup.
Can I come in?
Yeah, you can come on up. So I have, it's like basically mission control up here. Yeah.
Oh, can we show
And
them where we see you?
yeah. I don't know, should I zoom?
Oh yeah. Can you do that? Do you know how to do that?
Yeah, oh wait, hold that. And let me close this so nobody falls.
Okay. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Whoa. This is so cool.
Isn't
being
it
up
cool?
here with you. Yeah.
Because nobody knows how, like, it doesn't look like there's anything here. And then oftentimes I will, like, descend and I'll hear people go, oh my God.
Where did she go? The can-cans are just in disbelief. So this is where we see Julie, or whoever is conducting, but typically Julie. We see her right there. And particularly for me, as I'm coming down from up there.
swing.
On the swing, yep.
You probably don't see me, but I always, like, when you're coming down for diamonds, I'm always looking at you.
Really?
I don't know, I just, like, want to see you there. Like, you know, connection.
Yeah, I love that. And then I'm connecting with her and her timing and everything, trying. from there, which is super, super helpful to be able to see as well as hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there you have it, week 3 of Sparkling Diamond Stories. I'm about to go take my final bows. It's been a real one. We did another 5-show weekend. We made it through. Woo! And we're saying goodbye to some people we love, but it's not bye forever. So until next time, we have one more week of Sparkling Diamond Stories, and I hope that you come back for more. Until then, I'm gonna go sparkle and take my little bow. See y'all.